Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
It is a worldwide collaboration song.
Yeah.
All right. We're back with another superstar study episode with the chatterbox with King Jacob. I'm your host, King Jacob. And my, do we have a treat for you this evening? And so we're going to be talking about some R&B soul, some poetry, some creative writing, and the impact on the platform of music, how it grabs you and makes the whole community pay attention, and how it inspires people and just impact, their daily lives, whether it be friendships, whether it be relationships, or whether it be some personal things you're going to have on with a family member. Music really is the soul. So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and let my special guest introduce herself to the world on the Chatterbox with King Jacob.
Hello, King Jacob. Thank you so much for having me. Can you hear me okay?
I can. You're definitely welcome. Okay. I'm glad you're on the show. So go ahead and tell people who you are.
Well, my name is Summarae. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a poet. I'm a woman of purpose and faith. I'm dedicated to inspiring and empowering others.
All right. So before we get into your story, I always like to ask, the people that come on the show, as far as when people are talking amongst themselves and they say, who is Summarae? And what if somebody knows you and they ask you, like, who is Summarae? You know what I mean? Like, people want to know. So what is your answer for that? Because I know it's an answer that's so world-renowned until they're like, oh.
Well, to some people, I may be a life coach. To others, I may be a poet. So, it depends on who you ask. A friend,
okay.
A co-worker, a mom. It just depends on your perspective and who you ask.
Okay, I can dig it. So
I'm every woman at different times.
Oh, well, that's a person that wears many, many hats. So, I'm pretty sure the purpose is definitely divine, on whichever hat you have to put on. So that's what's up. That's yes. Pretty dope. So tell me, Summarae, so where did it all start at? Like, how did you embrace the gift you had, or how did you or your parents know that you had a gift?
Well, I really didn't know that I had a gift, to be honest with you. I always enjoyed writing. So I've been writing since maybe elementary school. And I was always the type to ask, what if this happened? What if that happens? Or just very creative in that regard.
Okay.
I will always listen to music, but I was a teen mother. And I enjoyed singing. I sung around the house. And a very good friend of mine, he actually dated one of my friends. And he said, your girlfriend is always singing. And his name is Wayne Barber. So shout out to Wayne Barber. And he asked me to join a band. So I joined my first band at 19 years old called Top Flight. So that was really the start of singing for me. You know, that was my first introduction to singing in front of an audience, performing with a band. So that's how it really started. And then years later, I was tired of, and I won't say tired, I was frustrated singing other people's songs, like singing cover songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, let me try to write my own songs and see what happens. And actually, prior to joining Top Flight, the band, I was with a group called MG Productions, and we performed all original materials. We wrote our own music, and that was, shout out to Lamont Gant, because that was his production company. It was called MG Productions. And so that was really my first time in songwriting and demos, and that was before Top Flight, actually.
Okay. So, but you have a musical, it's an interesting story though, that you started, you kind of noticed it a little late, but you come from such a musical journey type family. And so just growing up in the house and singing around the house and with your mom and your dad, your aunts and your uncles, your cousins and stuff like that, did you just harmonize with them and be like, oh, we just playing around? Or did they tell you that, oh, no?
No, actually, I did not. I wound up, my mom was in a group with my aunts called Universal Freedom. So I was exposed to the live performances, at least the rehearsals. You know, I would hear my mom practice with them and hear my aunts and to hear them harmonize and so forth. But I was always insecure. I was very shy. I was insecure, and I'm used to being, you know, in the background on the sidelines, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, actually, I was not. Yep. I joined the choir in school. I was part of the all-city choir. I sang solos in school. I sang for our graduation. I sang for Christmas programs and so forth. But I was still shy, so I did not want the spotlight.
Oh, okay. You didn't want the spotlight. So
no, I did not. I did not want the spotlight.
The area that you grew up in, right?
I grew up in the hood.
Are there a lot of
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Okay. Are there a lot of gifted singers that you came across when you was younger?
I didn't come across a lot, but I was exposed because of the type of music my mom would listen to, you know, and then hearing my mom and my aunts sing and rehearse. So I was exposed that way.
Okay.
And so what happened was years later, I wound up getting into an argument with my husband. And after the argument, we made up. Okay. And I came up with the song Love Hurts.
You know what?
And that's how that came about. And I called my aunt and we talked about it. And she said, well, you know, Summer, and shout out to my Aunt Crystal, shout out to my Aunt Penny, shout out to my cousin Shawnee's, my Grammy-nominated cousin Shawnee's, I Love Your Smile. Everyone knows that. I called my aunt and she says, why don't you come out here and get in the studio? And Love Hurts was born from that. And they introduced me to Emmy-winning multi-platinum producer Butter, who's also from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And here we are today. And Love Hurts is very special because not only is it my very first studio release, but it features my aunt's on background. My cousin Shawnee's is on background as well. And she also co-wrote Love Hurts. She came up with the melody, I came up with the lyrics, and it has live music, live instrumentation.
So, look who tapped in. My. Mr. Craighead, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you tapping in, on the show. And Mr. Wilson is tapping in too. So,
Mr. Wilson, that's my younger brother. Shout out to Tyre.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to butcher his name, so I just said Mr. Wilson. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I don't like butchering people's names. So, Love Hurts is very interesting. Like I told you, I listen to it about 5 times a day. It really grabbed me. And
thank you.
I know when I put it in my story, I seen the people that hearted it, and I know they're gonna be asking me about it. Like, oh, what can I go cop that at? Or, so it's definitely it's a song full of pain, purpose, and it's a song that tells you what love will do to you. How it's gonna make you feel. It can make you feel good, make you sad, make you cry, and make you want to take a long walk by yourself, and just all the above. So, with that song, give me a synopsis of the state of mind you was in when you was writing, when you was getting your penmanship on. Like, what state of mind was you in?
Well, again, I wrote the song after an argument I had with my husband. Shout out to Roderick Craighead, who's watching. And so I was probably just mad because at this point, I don't remember why we were arguing in the first place. I have no idea. But I was in a place of like sad. I was mad at him because, of course, I didn't do anything wrong. And then I just came up with the chorus, Love Hurts. And it was really written in a blues style. Like dun, 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 that type of, old school blues. And then it just transformed into what it is today. And Love Hurts also has, again, live instrumentation. We had Joshua Stewart on guitar, Rob Hart on saxophone, strings, Nadira Kimberly, bass guitar, George Reichert, background vocals, my aunts Penny and Crystal Wilson, and my cousin Shawnice. The engineer was Zen Mix, which is Patrick Boakholder. I just wanted to give him a shout out. And it was produced by Emmy-winning multi-platinum producer Butter.
Okay.
So
well,
very, very special.
Right. I love the track. The track is definitely a top 40 hit. In my eyes, I've been around this music business for 25 years. Then been on the road, from the West Coast to the East Coast, Midwest. So I definitely know a hit when I hear it. And it's most definitely a hit. And I really see it going and getting a lot of music licensing deals, with the right sync agents. It would definitely fit into the mold of a lot of different movies and TV series, for sure. So,
thank you so much.
So, it's dope. So, now I want to kind of rewind back, because I know you're a poet. And I just interviewed a few spoken word artists, maybe last month. So, tell me the love for poetry and the mindset when it comes to being creative while writing poetry, man. I think that a lot more albums of spoken word and poetry need to be put out, because it's just a whole vibe. If anybody never went to a poetry, spoken word type event, it's just so relaxing and so grown. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's really where the grown and sexy people come. They hang out and drink the cognac and the red wine. You know what I'm talking about. So
I did, and they snapped their fingers.
Right. Right. So why did you start writing poetry?
Well, I'm the only child of my mom's. And
Okay.
I started writing not just poetry, but short stories, lyrics, because it allowed me to escape from my reality.
Okay.
And that's really the real reason. I can be anyone on paper. I can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can teach. I can fantasize. I mean, I can do anything on paper. I can be anyone on paper. And so writing poetry allows me to escape. It's also a therapy. It's also therapy for me.
Okay. So your creative writing when it comes to poetry is very therapeutic for you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's really the only reason I do it. I don't do it. I don't do anything for the applause or accolades or money. And that goes for music. That goes for poetry. I do it for the love of the art.
Okay. I love to hear that. That means that you're passionate and you do it with a purpose and with a mindset to inspire others. You know what I mean? So that's what I do love. And I think it needs to be more of that, when it comes to, being creative. Whether you're a writer, whether you're a songwriter, whether you're a film director, where's your passion and where's your love, and where does this inspiration come from for you to do this, so you can keep inspiring others and tell them to never give up on it. So I can dig it.
It takes courage to be vulnerable and to share your story.
Now,
it takes a lot of courage.
Now, my brothers out there, do y'all hear what she just said? Vulnerability. It takes courage, peace of mind to share your story. Because you have to have courage and you have to be peaceful when you're being vulnerable. You know what I mean? I tell my brothers all the time. I said, I told my young boy this about 2 days ago. He's about 26. I said, you have not developed the art of listening yet. I say, do you hear her or do you listen to her? Because he was telling me about a situation that he was, he's like, Uncle, I don't know what to do, man. And I was like, how about just listening? Don't say nothing. Just listen. Let her get a point across. Just listen to her. And then when she finished, you speak and say what you got to say, but be respectful, be mannerable. Have some morals and some manners about yourself. And I said, but sometimes we just got to listen with the intent to understand and not listen with the intent to debate. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and it's hard. It takes discipline too. Because we want to get we want to get our points across to the other person. So it does definitely takes a lot of discipline to just sit still and keep your mouth shut. I struggle with it myself sometimes.
We all do, and that's hard work. So, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with none other than the multi-talented Summarae. Stay tuned.
I'm tired of lying, and it's getting plain to see. I done tried hard to deny, but this woman changing me. Might go to the clubs, but I leave kinda early, and I don't drink and drive, but chug and jive, so my woman ain't gotta worry. No. See, I can't be playing with her heart or playing with her mind. We ain't getting no younger, can't play with my time. And I know she miss me and can't wait to kiss me. So I
We're back. That was my homie Too Smooth out of the great state of Mississippi. And by 10 tonight. So, we're back. Now, what's interesting about you, you're an awesome singer, songwriter, spoken word, poetry, artist, creative writing. Let's jump from the music and get into the life coaching. And what is life coaching, and why do people need life coaching? Why do somebody else need a professional to manage their life?
Well, a lot of people need a life coach because, especially with the state that we're in today, life coaching helps people to come up with the answers themselves. So you're not giving people the answer. You're not telling them what to do. You're pulling out the answer within them. So everything you need, everything you need and everything that you want is already inside of you. So a life coach just helps pull it out. You already know the answer inside. You already know the right thing to do. You just need some accountability. You need someone to believe in you and to give you the reassurance that you can go forward in your decision.
Okay. So would you kind of compare a life coach to a therapist in some type of way?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't compare it to a therapist. Some people may look at it as therapy, but it's really not therapy, because you're really pulling out the answer in that person. You're just helping them. You're just guiding them to answer themselves, really. They already know what their purpose is. They know the answer. So you're not telling them anything. So some people may view it as therapy. I don't like to view it per se as therapy. I just like to view it as someone that's holding you accountable for your goals and your vision in life.
Okay, great. Okay, so
yeah.
Another question I have for you is, we're gonna jump back into the music. Is what was the experience like of working with a producer with such prestige?
I was nervous, to be honest with you. I was nervous. I was excited. I was nervous, not only to work with him, but to work with my Grammy-nominated cousin, Shawnice.
Okay.
I mean, although she's my cousin, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of her art and her music.
Like, we all are.
So I have to separate the family from the art. If that makes sense. But, when I'm around her, when I'm around her, we talk about cousin, topics, but when I hear her or see her perform, I'm in awe of her abilities and of her music, and of her as a person.
It's funny you say that. One of my cousins told me, it was like, "Cuz, let's just hang out. Don't talk to me like I'm a business plan. Can you learn how to turn that off?" And I laughed, right? I was like, a lot of people who do a lot of business is always in business mode. And so sometimes it's kind of hard to turn off. Sometimes you got to catch yourself and just tell yourself to relax, you know what I mean? Because your mind has so many ideas running through it, and it's racing 1,000,000 miles per hour. So sometimes you just got to cut, just close shop and just shut stuff down. So with working with a producer of prestige and working with your cousin at the same time, I mean, she your first cousin, so y'all family, but at the same time, when you're working on a project or a song with her that's business mode. So do you turn
Right.
it off, or do y'all just laugh about it and get through it, and so
No,
how does that go?
we did laugh a little here and there, but it was business mode. You know, sing it this way, or incorporate this, or try that. You know, it was yeah, it was business mode at that point in the studio. You know, first of all, you're paying for studio time, so you don't have time to do a lot of joking around.
Of course.
So I did a lot of listening and learning, because at that point, she was more of a mentor at that juncture.
Okay.
And even with the producer, with Butter, one of the things that he did before we even started to record, he got to know me as a person. You know, he wanted to know my background, you know, how I grew up, you know, just how I thought about certain things, you know, which I think is important, to get to know the artist as a whole person and not just who they are as far as their art is concerned.
Right. Okay. So, would you say that Butter is the producer that you're gonna continue to work with, or is he producing most of your tracks, or like how has the relationship grown since then?
Right now, he has produced all of my music.
Oh, okay. Case closed. I mean, you know.
He has produced all of my music.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I'm opposed to working with anyone else, but you know, he knows me as a person. He knows my style. He understands my sound and my vision. And you know, and I think that's important, that when you work with people, it's good to understand or have a shared vision for the direction of the music.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. So, tell me about some of the things that you're doing now, as of now. You know what I mean? As far as musically, as far as with your writing and stuff like that. So what do you have on the horizon?
Well, I have Addicted. And again, that is produced by Emmy-winning multi-platinum producer Butter, and that features the lyrical genius Razcast. So look for that.
Oh, so you got some of that West Coast flair in there. Okay.
I do. Yes, and it's called Addicted. So I'm looking forward to
releasing that
soon, very soon. It's finished.
So let's talk about now. That's a major connection. That's a really major connection. And for those who don't know who you're talking about, they just need to go look him up. He's been around for a while. Been doing a lot of stuff with a lot of great people on the West Coast, and so
he's amazing.
Working with somebody like who he is, how has that been for you as far as your confidence, as far as, you know, embracing your style, and as far as you knowing that you can do anything that you put your mind to?
It's amazing. And as I said before, even Kid Capri, he played Love Hurts on his show. He had an online show called No Panty Sundays, and he played Love Hurts several times. But you have to remember that Love Hurts was 10 years ago when I released Love Hurts. And since then, I've released 3 other singles. So I've grown a lot since Love Hurts.
Okay. Okay.
So, you know, the experience with recording now is totally different. I'm more confident with who I am as an artist and as a person. I'm more secure in myself. I have more of a vision for what I want. I have creative control over my words, my music, the direction. So that's where I'm at now. So I'm very comfortable and confident at this point. I love who I am.
Well, that's great. That's great. And I'm not gonna tell you no story. You know, I know you have other tracks out there, and you know, I listened to what you sent me, and I even looked you up on Spotify and whatnot and stuff like that. So I did listen to what you have on Spotify, but you know,
and I know you're a fan of Love Hurts, but you know what? I'm sorry, but Come With Me, the features Passing Over the Dawn,
I was just about to say that.
It's my highest stream song.
I was just about to say Come With Me. And when I think of Come With Me, I say to myself, I said, man, she it's so different from Love Hurts, right? And so I was like, she just embodied that so different, and she came with a whole different angle. And I said she just switched the mojo up until she's like, well, let me give them some of this new sauce. And so tell me how Come With Me came about.
You know, I really don't even remember how Come With Me came about. A lot of times I get my inspiration while in the bathroom.
Okay.
So, and I think it's because, you know, when you have kids and a family and so forth, you have to go somewhere where you're not disturbed. So I oftentimes, you know, I can go in a closet, or I can go in anytime I'm alone, I come up with lyrics. So Come With Me, I believe I was thinking of Come With Me as a spiritual song. Come With Me, you know, as God or the Creator saying, come with me, don't be afraid. You know, I'm what you need. That was the start of how it evolved. That's what I initially thought of when I came up with Come With Me. But then it kind of evolved. But I think that, you know, art is so subjective. You know, you come up with your own meaning of what words mean. But I wanted to take my listeners to a place of not being here, or being free, and not being afraid to go to that next level, whatever that level is, whether it's with a male or female, or whether it's a spiritual level, whether it's a different vibration. You know, I wanted them not to be afraid of that next level.
Well, I don't think they're afraid. I think they really appreciate it. You know, and with saying that, you know, it's your high stream, you know, track to this day. So, you know, so that means that they really appreciate it, and they really willing to take a ride with you on your journey. And so, what does that mean for you having a authentic target market audience that's willing to take that ride with you on your journey? What does that mean to you as a singer-songwriter?
It means a lot, because I'm in the trenches with my listeners. You know, and that's it. As I said earlier, I'm from the hood. I lived in the projects, and then we moved to a different neighborhood. So originally I lived in on the hill. We call it the Hill, but it's the Hill District. And then we moved to Homewood. So everyone here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they know those two neighborhoods are considered two of the toughest neighborhoods in the city.
Okay. And
so I'm definitely in the trenches, and I want my listeners to be able. I want to sing and write songs that impact them positively. You know, I want to encourage them not to stay stuck in certain situations. And I'm not saying with all my songs, but I do write in a story format. So my songs are normally problem and then solution. And I never want to leave my listeners stuck. Not never, but most times I don't want to leave my listeners stuck in a problem. I want to give them a resolution and a way out.
I can actually tell you how you write. To me, how you write is how you write your songs. A person that's been around entertainment in all aspects of entertainment, they can visualize you writing a TV series based on the title of that song.
No, thank you so much. That's a huge compliment.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, like when I listen to Love Hurts, when I listen to Come With Me, I said, man, I can see a whole TV series with Love Hurt, and really I can really see kind of like a 4-part series with Come With Me. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And I was like, man, how she writes, it wouldn't be hard for her to become a script writer or you know, even a film producer. You know what I mean? You know, so, or it wouldn't be right for you to write the storyboard of someone else's documentary. That's how well you write.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That almost brought a tear to my eye.
Well, when you
really
listen to people and you've been around music, whether it's old school, whether it's music we grew up with during our time or with new music, you really like when you really listen to a song, but the writing grabs you. You know what I mean? That penmanship grabs you, and I'm like, oh wow, she write from a different thought pattern. You know what I'm saying? So you know when you can write from a emotional standpoint of presence, a spiritual standpoint, an intellectual standpoint, and you combine it all in one, it's like magical. So you know, and I really think you have it, and I think you write well enough to write for others as well. So you know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I have been told that by others. So thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. And, you know, I feel that if you can inspire one person, you can potentially change the world through that one person, even if that one person is yourself.
Yes. And then, you know, who knows what may happen because you with a super producer that knows everybody and their mama and their grandmama. So, you know, therefore, you know, that very well could happen for you. You know what I'm saying? And there you go, get some of the best money of the music game is that publishing money. So, you know, in that songwriting. So with that being said, how has it been for you learning the music business?
Challenging. It has definitely been challenging.
Okay.
Fortunately, my husband is my husbander as well, so he definitely helps. You know, and then having family in the business helps a lot. But initially, it was very challenging. You know, just to understand the different terminology and what certain things meant and what had to be done. It was challenging.
Okay.
But worth it.
Right. So, as far as you, I remember us talking on the phone, and you said you want to stay independent and stuff like that. So, you know, with holding your independence as an artist, you know, what do you want to do as an independent artist to really create something that can help other artists and then really can inspire them? So, do you want to kind of start, you know, like a nonprofit, or do you want to start some type of movement? You know, like what have you thought about with you still being independent and you still able to make an impact on other artists?
Well, right now I'm in the process of writing a book.
Okay.
But the book is an empowerment book for women. So it is a book for confidence and self-esteem. So I'm in the process of doing that. I'm not opposed to maybe signing, depending on, it just depends. You know, I would have to really read the terms and agreement, but I do enjoy being an independent artist, and whether that is just speaking to a small group here in Pittsburgh or doing a podcast possibly, or being a guest on a podcast. You know, I'm open to acting. I'm open to a lot of different things depending on the direction, you know,
Okay.
and the vision. Because you know, I'm not going to sign up for just anything.
Right.
You know,
Of
can't
course.
tell me anything or offer me anything, and I'm not going to sell out or sell my soul, you know, for it.
Right. And you know, I would never expect you to do anything like that anyway, just because, you know, I've been rocking with you for quite some time, and you know, just networking with you online and stuff like that, and you know, I see you moving and grooving, and you know, I can really tell that you take strategic steps. You know what I mean? Because I said I finally got her on the show. You know,
Yes.
and you know, I guess it didn't line up. You know, I mean, because as an artist, you stay busy, and then your wife, your mama, and so along with probably other things that you got going on with life coaching and some other things as well, probably in the community that you have going on. So, you know, things take time,
Yes.
but we here. So
yes, we are here. And if you would like me to read one of my poems, I can too. So
please do. Just give them a little bit taste. Give people a little
I'll
bit taste.
give them a little bit. This one is called Haters by yours truly. And it goes, this poem talks about haters because I have had quite a few. They come in all colors, shapes, and sizes, and their mission is to destroy you. A hater's life is full of excitement because turmoil never ceases. They are the first ones to slander you and the first ones to call on Jesus. They often appear as very nice as a means to lure you in. Then once they gain your confidence, that's when the real play of hating begins. They begin to see your blessings and just how good God has been. Then their envy turns into rage as they start to reflect within. Instead of asking you for help and taking in knowledge to fuel their success, they would rather sit and be miserable, rolling their eyes and blowing their breath. God has something for each of us, and our blessings are never the same. The only blessings you'll receive are the blessings that bear your name. Your blessings may not come when you think, but they will come and not a minute later. So listen to this carefully and spread the message to the haters. As you think about the haters you have had, you may start to become enraged for all the extra stress in your life and all the drama they have raised. Take a moment to relax and calm down and rejoice in how God's brought you through. And don't forget about all the times when the hater has been you.
My. That was really deep. That was really. I love that. I even visualize. I just even visualize a little music in the background. So you know. But yes, I love that. So, but we almost out of time. So I want to let you give out your shout outs and tell people they can find you at, and make some announcements if you have any to make.
Well, I just would like to say thank you so much for having me. I would like to thank your fans and your friends and followers for their support. I appreciate you all. Follow me on Spotify, Summarae, or go to my website, SUMMARAE.com. I'm on all social media under my first name, Summarae. It's not an alias.
Okay.
Yeah, look for more music coming soon. I have Addicted coming soon, featuring Razcast, produced by Butter. I also re-recorded 2 of my songs in Spanish. So Love Hurts is Duele el Amor, and You Are, which is another single that I have on Spotify, is Eris. So look for those coming soon as well. And I'll be doing a couple books. I'll be doing a couple books as well. And I have merchandise on my website too. So I have reusable tote bags. I have prayer journals. So yeah, find me, look me up, say hi.
I'm gonna definitely purchase something off the website, especially the prayer journals, because I definitely need that inspiration all the time. You know, being in this music industry, you face a lot of obstacles and challenges, and so we got to stay prayed up, because if you don't stay prayed up, you definitely ain't gonna have no peace of mind. So I definitely can appreciate you having something that people can purchase. You know, that's so great, that's so wonderful. So salute to you. So folks, we're gonna wrap it up. You're welcome. So we're gonna wrap it up. We had a great time with Miss Summarae. You know, I
had an amazing time.
Appreciate it. She's awesome. She's one to watch, and you know, just stay tuned. Because I know she's gonna blow us out the water. So you know, we just gotta stay tuned and stay locked in with her. And most of all, man, just understand that, you know, no matter what you're going through, we all have to remain blessed by the best. You know, I mean, we love you on the chatterbox, but God loves you more. Peace. We out of here.